me to do. I see a 300S and got the blacked out rim. I mean, I like your style. I'm on a whole nother level. If you compare me and you, there wouldn't be no comparison. You on that beat? You on that beat?
Welcome back. Mr. Dirk is back at it again. Math morning. How you doing? Today we're going to be using linear equations in slope-intercept form. Let's go. So in the last video, what we did, I gave you some information and you gave me an equation for a line. I always gave you the initial value or the y-intercept. This time it's a little different, and I'm not going to give you that initial value, and we need to find it ourselves. So how do we do this? Let's see. First, let me get a pen out. Bam. So the equation says, Mr. Dargis' algebra packets are so long. Miss Stewart grabs the third packet that Mr. Dargis made and notices that it is 4.25 pages long. She estimates that every 4 packets Mr. Dargis makes, the length increases by about a page. So let's fill in what we can over here. For the first one, I know I have packets. It says my packets are so long. She grabbed the third packet. It's 4.25 pages long. So the label is packets, and the unit is just packet. So down here we're gonna call these packets. The other label that we're talking about are how long the pages are. So the label will be length, and we're talking about L-E-N-G-T-H, and we're talking about pages here. Pages. So we've got packets down here, and this is going to be the length. So it says Miss Stewart grabs the third packet that Mr. Dargis made and notices that it is 4.25 pages long. So packets is the third one that I made, and it is 4.25 pages long. She estimates that every 4 packets that Mr. Dargis makes, so every 4 packets, the length increases by about a page. So every 4 packets, if I start with 3, and she grabs it before, the next one will be 7, and then it'll be 11, and then it'll be 15. So if she grabbed every 4 packets, we go up by 4 with the packets. And it says the length increases by about a page. So that means this is going to increase by 1. So it's 4.25, then it becomes 5.25, 6.25, and then 7.25. So I can put these on this graph too. So 3 packets, and I didn't put these numbers on your page, but you can put them in yourself. So when we're at 3 packets, it's 4.25 pages. So we can estimate right there. 7 packets, 5.25. Put that about right there. 11 packets, 6.25. Put that right there. And 15 packets, 7.25. And that goes right about there. So you can see if I connect these, it'll make a nice straight line. That's a linear equation. So when we write the rule, that's y equals mx plus b. I want to find my m and my b. The initial value, that's when x equals 0. That's the y-intercept. So where does this cross the y-axis? I could draw a line and estimate, but with all these decimals, I can't really know for sure. So I want to find a better way to do that. The rate of change, that's the slope. So that's the change in y over the change in x. So the y, how much is it? Is the length increasing every time? So between 4.25 and 5.25, it's increasing by 1, This increases by 1, that increases by 1. So the change in y is 1. Alright, between these it's 1, it goes up by 1, it goes up by 1. The change in x, so every time this increases by 1, how much is this going up? Well, between 3 and 7 is 4, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 4, so the change in in x is 4. So I've got my my m now. This is m equals 1 over 4. I don't know my initial value yet. That's what I want to find next. Let's look at what we did last time. When we want to find an equation in slope-intercept form, first we find the slope. All right, we use the graph. We could have used the formula as well. We chose 2 points, and the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and that's the slope. But we did this. We found it on the graph. Now we need to find the y-intercept. So the place it crosses the y-axis. We couldn't really know by looking at it. It would be an estimate. Any point where x equals 0, well, we couldn't really tell that either. That would also be an estimate. So the third way is plug in known values for y equals mx plus b and solve for b. That's what we're going to do right now. So if I go back over here, it said plug in known values. Alright, let me change this pen color. Mix it up a little bit. So the equation is y equals mx plus b. Do I know my slope? Yeah, I just found it. It's right there. 1 over 4. I'm going to change that actually. Instead of 1 over 4, if you divide it, you get 0.25. I'm just going to write 0.25 for the m. Now, I need a y and the x. Well, if I go over here, I can use these numbers. Right? These were my y values, and these were my x's. So if I take, you can choose any of them. I'm going to choose this one, the first point. So I'm going to say that y is 4.25. So I'll put 4.25 right there. This equals, I put in the m. Now I need to put in the x. If I chose this y, I need to choose this x right there. So instead of this x, I'm going to write a 3. The b, that's what I'm trying to find, the y-intercept. So I'm still going to write plus b. Now I just need to solve this equation and solve for b. So we have 4.25, 3 times, oh, sorry, this was not, it's 0.25. You put that in a calculator. 0.25. 3 times 0.25, that equals 0.75 plus b. Now to get b by itself, I need to subtract 0.75 from each side. Subtract 0.75. Those cancel. 4.25 minus 0.75 is 3.5. And that equals b. Right? If I draw this line, 3.5 equals b. So that's what I was looking for right there, my b. Now I know my initial value, b equals 3.5. I can write my equation for y equals mx plus b. So y equals mx plus b. Y equals the slope, 1 over 4. I'm just going to write 0.25 to keep it all in decimals. X plus, and the y-intercept was 3.5. 3.5. Alright, so that's it. I made the equation without knowing the y-intercept at the beginning. If I connected these points too, just to check. Not a great line. That's alright. It crosses right at about 3.5, so I know it's good. Wonderful. Let's move on. Before we do this one, I just wanted to show you, I used to have a different haircut, and I used to rap a lot in my math class, so I want to show you a video of that. I don't know if you could hear that clearly, but that was y equals mx plus b. Killed it. So this says write an equation of the line that passes through the given point and has the given slope. So we've got this point right here. We've got that slope right there. We want it to be y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b. So I got to plug in what I know. I know the slope, and I know an x and a y. So if you remember, the first number is always the x, and the next number is always the y. So my y in this case is 1. I'm going to plug it in. My m equals 2. It says it right there. That's the slope. My x, this is the x right here, 5. So I'll put that right in there. Do I know the b? No, that's what I'm trying to find out. Now I need to solve for the b. So 1 equals 2 times 5. That's 10. Plus b. Now to get b by itself, I'll do minus 10 on both sides. Minus 10. That cancels. B equals 1 minus 10 is negative 9. So that's my b. So now when I rewrite the equation, y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b. Y equals my m, right there, it's 2. X, my b, that's right there, minus 9. Minus 9. Plugged in. Boom. So this is write an equation of the line that passes through the given points. Well, whoa, where's the slope? I don't know the slope. Well, you can find out the slope. Remember the slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to call this point over here the first point. So this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. The first point, second point. Now I want to plug in the numbers. y2, that's 9, minus y1 is 2, divided by x2 is 4, minus x1 is 3. So I've got this. I need to simplify. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 3 is 1. That can simplify to 7. So this means my slope equals 7. Now, so I know my slope, but I need this formula, right? Y equals mx plus b. I need to find the b. So to do that, I need to plug in everything that I know. So y equals mx plus b. My m is 7, so I'll put 7 right there. Now I need my x and a y. I can choose either one of these points. It does not matter which one you choose. I'm going to choose this one right here, the first one. In the first one, my y equals 2, so I'll put 2 right there, equals m. My x is 3, so I'll put that right there. And now plus b. Now I need to solve for b. So 2 equals 7 times 3 is 21. Plus b. Now I'll do a minus 21. A minus 21. That cancels. B equals 2 minus 21 is minus 19. So that's my b right there. I can now plug this stuff back into my y equals mx plus b. My y equals m, right? I did that first. 7 x in my b minus 19. Y equals 7x minus 19. Bam, done. Alright, same thing, but this time they're giving you a graph. What I love about graphs is they give you points. So I've got this point right there. That point is 1, 0. And this point right here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is 6, 1, 2, 3. 6, 3. So I have these 2 points right there. You could do it like that, just like the last example. But instead of doing the slope formula, I'm just going to count and find the slope. So I have to go up and to the right. All right. How many did I go up? 1, 2, 3. So I went up 3. So my change in y over my change in x, that equals my slope. Change in y, I went up 3, so that's 3. And how many did I go to the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went 5 to the right. So I've got my slope right there. Always remember, if it's going uphill from left to right, that means it's a positive slope. It's got to be positive. So I have a positive slope. Now I've got y equals mx plus b. Mx plus b. All right. I need to plug in what I know. I know my slope is 3 over 5. Y and an x. Okay. I have 2 points I can choose from. I like this point right there. 1, 0. Why? Because I love the number 0. It makes things easy to do. My y is 0. That's the second number. My x is 1 plus b. 1 is a great number too, because when I simplify, 3 over 5 times 1 is just 3 over 5. So I have 0 equals 3 over 5 plus b. To get b by itself, I need to do minus 3 over 5 minus 3 over 5. Those cancel, and I'm left with negative 3 over 5 equals, what happened? Equals b. So I've got my m, I've got my b. I just write my equation. Y equals mx plus b. Y. M. 3 over 5. X. B, right? Some of you might write plus, and then this is a negative 3 over 5. If you have this right here, plus then a minus, you can just make it a minus. So y equals 3 over 5x minus 3 over 5. Bam, boom, pow, bang. Done. Happy face. Application time. So it says Mr. Jurgis planted a Buckeye tree in honor of them winning a national championship. Buckeye, that's Ohio State. If you remember that band, the marching band from a previous video, that's for their football team. After 4 years, it had grown to be 12 feet tall. After 8 years of growing, it had grown to be 18 feet tall. Write an equation of the line that models the growth of Mr. Jurgis's Buckeye tree. Write an equation of the line that models the growth of Mr. Jurgis's Buckeye tree. Did I just read that? I'm not sure. I paused the video. So I can get 2 points out of this. It says 4 years, 12 feet tall. And then 8 years, 18 feet tall. Alright? So one of my points, 4 years, I'll say that's the x. 12 feet tall will be the y. And this one, 8 years, 18 feet. So if I want to find an equation, I need to find the slope first and then find b. So I'll use the slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I'll call this one, this will be point number 2, and this will be point number 1. So y2, I'll get that from here, 18 minus y1, I'll take that from over here, 12, over x2, 8, minus x1, 4. 18 minus 12 is 6. 8 minus 4 is 4. And this simplifies to 3 over 2. So my slope is 3 over 2. Now, if I want to get the formula, an equation, y equals mx plus b, I need to take one of these points and plug it in. I'll use this point. You could choose either one. So y equals mx plus b. My m is 3 over 2. My y, 12. My x is 4. Plus b. Let's simplify. 3 halves times 4. Well, 3 times 4 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is a 6. Now to get b by itself, I do minus 6, minus 6. 6 equals b. So my equation, I'll put it up here. Y equals, my m is 3 over 2 x plus my b is 6. There we go. Bang, boom, pow. So it's great to have equations for word problems because they can tell you a lot of information. Just like this question. How tall was the tree when Mr. Darkis planted it? So that's when I started. That's the b, that's the y-intercept. So how tall was it? 6. 6 feet tall. That's how tall my tree was. 6 feet tall. Awesome. Oop, I lost it. Oop. All right, that's it. So good luck with the packet. Good luck with the mastery check. And I wanted to show you one thing too. I showed you that I used to be a rapper. And I'm going to show you, I used to be a model too. So I'm going to show you a video. And if this is the whole screen of the video, keep an eye out right in this area right here. This is going to be me. I'll be in that area right there. Keep your eyes peeled. So this is American Eagle. I swear, I'm really a model. You might not believe me, but believe me. Keep an eye out. Did you see me? If you didn't, here, I got you. Ah, look at that guy. That guy right there. Replay. Oh, see? Yep. There's Mr. Darkis. Bam. Movie star.